As Marcus settled comfortably into his seat by the window, flipping open his book, the sound of footsteps echoed in the narrow aisle. A woman in her mid-50s stopped abruptly near his row. She was hard to miss. Her hair was styled in a sharp blonde bob. Her coat was lined with fur, and pearls gleamed around her neck. Everything about her appearance screamed wealth and entitlement. Her name was Karen Miller, and in that instant, her expression soured as soon as her eyes landed on Marcus. Her lips pressed into a thin line. Her eyes narrowed, and she muttered something under her breath. At first, no one paid attention, but her whispers grew sharper, louder and filled with irritation. "This is ridiculous," she hissed, shaking her head dramatically. "Why should I have to sit next to him? This is unsafe. Someone needs to do something!" The words cut through the cabin like a blade. The passengers nearby froze. A man across the aisle looked up from his laptop, startled. A young woman clutching her baby shifted uncomfortably, hugging her child closer. Some stared at Karen in disbelief, their mouths slightly open as if they couldn't believe what they had just heard. Others dropped their gaze, staring at their phones or the floor, clearly embarrassed but unwilling to step into the conflict. Marcus, however, didn't react immediately. He kept his calm posture, his eyes still focused on his book, though he was very aware of the tension now radiating in the row. Karen, unsatisfied with the silence, scoffed loudly and made a show of adjusting her handbag. She turned slightly so that others could hear her. "You can't tell me this is safe," she continued, her voice dripping with arrogance. "I won't sit here." Not with him. Her tone carried a dangerous mix of fear and superiority. It wasn't just discomfort, it was accusation. And in an airplane cabin where everyone is packed tightly together, those words carried weight. The tension grew heavier by the second. You could almost feel the air thicken as passengers waited to see what would happen next. A confrontation was brewing, and all eyes were now on Marcus and the woman who refused to hide her prejudice.